saying, and we're gonna get loud.
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Maria Sanchez here, just to let you know what we're sharing with you. The Ventura County Sheriff's Foundation held an event, a gala, on Saturday night at the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library for Sheriff Bob Brooks. After his 37 years of service to our county, he is retiring. His last day is Thursday, January 2nd, 2011, whereupon Sheriff-elect Jeff Dean will be installed on Friday, January 3rd. We'll be there, kadytv.com, so you can see it firsthand. But we wanted to have you see what the VIP party was all about, and the first interview we have is with Sheriff Bob Brooks. Welcome to the Maria Sanchez Show. We're broadcasting on kadytv.com, and we are live at the Reagan Library, and we are with the guest of honor, Sheriff Bob Brooks. This is your swan song.
Well, it is, and it doesn't seem real. It's kind of like a wedding that you've waited for a long time, but it's really exciting to see. We're going to have 450 good friends, people that I know, people that we've worked with, and it's really nice to have that reunion of people that have had a lot to do with your career and your life.
Now, 37 years, correct?
Yes.
That's a long time.
It's a really, really long time. And looking through the photos from the beginning of my career that are in the slide presentation, it makes you feel old when you look at all of that go by.
And tell me, what was it that drew you to law enforcement in the first place?
Well, I had a grandfather that was an investigator for the Montreal Police Department. That was part of it, and in Moore Park College, I met one of the instructors that was a deputy sheriff, and that very much was part of it as well. And just a serendipity of circumstances that came about when I needed a job. There was a testing process. There were about 600 people testing for 5 jobs,
wow.
And I thought, I'm out of luck, I'm wasting my time, but I made it. And it's been a wonderful career.
And in terms of you becoming sheriff, were those your aspirations too, or was that something that came about while you were doing your time with the rank and file?
No, my aspiration was just to make it through the academy, and every time promotion came up, it was just a matter of doing a good job, being prepared, not wanting to pass an opportunity up. I had no aspirations of being sheriff. If the previous sheriff hadn't have had to retire early because of health issues, I never would have considered it. I've loved every job I've had in the department. It just worked out that way.
Now, what can you tell us about the 37 years in the county? Have there been a lot of changes in terms of what you respond to, how the people are, how the force is, what the citizens are like?
Well, the force is much better educated, much more professional, much more highly trained than they used to be. The role of law enforcement has changed to be much more oriented now towards natural catastrophic events like Katrina. We've taken a lead role in many of those things, and also terrorism, things that we never had to deal with before. So we've kept adding on to the primary mission of law enforcement. It's much more complex than it used to be.
And if you had a wish list in your tenure as sheriff, is there anything that you wished that you could have changed?
Not very many things. The economy really dealt us a pretty sorry blow in the last 8 years. I wish that we could have constructed the jail that we had planned in Santa Paula, at least expanded that. That'll happen in time. I wish the new academy building would have been ready. It's going to be ready just after I retire, but I'm so thrilled that it's going to be there for the department. But most of my wishes have come true.
And what would you advise anybody who's thinking about being in law enforcement? What path should they pursue? What education should they go for? What kind of person are they in terms of their personality, their characteristics, their values?
Well, it's all about character for us, and we want people with a great attitude. We want people with the key values that our department espouses: courage and compassion, justice and service, teamwork, trustworthiness. Those kinds of things are what we're looking for. Seeing it demonstrated early in life. We want a good educational preparation. It can be very broad. It doesn't have to have anything to do with law enforcement. We want people that are well-rounded.
So you don't have to have a police science degree, is what you're saying?
No, and it's almost preferable that you don't, because we're going to teach you all those things the way we want them taught. It doesn't hurt by any means, but we'd rather that you had a good business degree or a good English degree or history degree.
And any final words?
Just great gratitude to the County of Ventura and the wonderful men and women of the Ventura County Sheriff's Department. It's been a real honor for me to be able to serve not only as sheriff, but be part of a great department.
Well, congratulations. Not
Thank
many
you so
people
much.
have this feat.